this isn't funny?
Help support the future of this series by checking out previous videos. The winner from our recent giveaway is Expert Fusion. You can get in touch with me on Discord or find one of my social media links down below so we can get your address.
Oh, some damn enchiladas. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby.
Now, welcome to Flaw vs. All Reviews, where we rate and rank the movies and shows we love and hate. I'm Ronny Haze, and today we're looking at Friday the 13th, Part 5. A New Beginning from 1985. The exact version I'm watching is coming from the 2020 Scream Factory box set. The final chapter, with the death of Jason, brought in enough profit to veto the decision of ending the franchise. Part 5 would be a new beginning, blending what we've come to expect with some new tweaks, like a male lead. Also, the first time a previous survivor returned for a full story arc, and possibly the most jarring among some fans would be the dark humor. It's a mix of dark humor, satire, and low effort, to be honest.
I told you this isn't funny.
Plenty of other mistakes were made, and some fans think the biggest one was keeping Jason dead and giving us a Friday the 13th killing spree with an imposter. Starting with the storm is good. Not only is it great for the visuals and vibe, but that traumatic night for Tommy was during a rainstorm. Like with Pamela's grave from Part 4, NECA made a screen-accurate grave marker from Part 5. It's pretty cool. When you have merchandise from your movie, you know at least the visuals did something right. They even made the cool worm through the eyes of the hockey mask, which is wicked gross. I love that. It's as cool in the movie as it is on the figure. Since it's a daymare, I love how Jason is ready and waiting with the machete for our first 2 kills of the movie. And for the first time in the Flaw and All review, for our kill count, we have dream kills, and they are both on screen. Yeah, that is a badass shot. NECA made that one too. Corey Feldman was busy filming The Goonies, and Paramount was too greedy to wait, so they filmed Corey in a neighbor's yard or some shit. Jason wasn't even there. Through the magic of editing, we can see a cool looking Jason about to hack Tommy in two, and then the movie itself does the cut between young Tommy and a slightly older Tommy. It's good to have Part 4 Tommy transition into Part 5 Tommy, now played by John Shepherd. The title card looks pretty clean. Now, Part 1, understandably, is a simple title, breaking through a TV screen. Part 2 added an explosion. Part 3 did some rad 3D shit, and Part 4 went back to explosions and a little cheap looking. Here, it's pretty good. Some might not even think about it, but we, as the viewers, put on the mask. Both symbolically and tied into the imposter reveal, it's friggin' neat. The credits break like this is always gonna be dull though. Okay, it's only supposed to be 4 years later, and I don't mind the casting, but he's just too damn old. At the time, he was 24, playing 17, and it looks it.
Last stop, everybody out. Hey. No? Sit there, I don't give a shit.
Hi, my name is Pam Roberts. I'll take you in to meet the doctor, okay? It's showtime!
The laziest way to do a damaged character is to go mute. Obviously, the overaged actor will be an issue the whole movie, but it really is only highlighted in certain scenes, and one of the worst is the zipper. Picture a young Corey from Part 4. A different Corey, picture a different Corey. Alright, now picture him nervously fiddling with his book bag zipper. Here, it doesn't look like a young, damaged Tommy Jarvis. It looks like a mentally impaired Tommy Jarvis. So Matthew and Pam run this institution. It's like a mix between a halfway house and a foster home.
We're very different from the state institution.
It's an honor system, Tommy.
And it's located near Crystal Lake. So Tommy Jarvis and Jason Voorhees should be well known to them. Even back in 1984, that would have blown up in the news, especially a small little lake town.
Brutal self-defense murder of a psychopathic killer.
So the conversation here doesn't track, and it should have a more memorable moment in time in this movie. It's likely a production picture from filming part 4 when mom and daughter were doing a little jogging, but adding an image helps bridge the event for viewers. Where the movie flops is zero explanation about the sister. You know, the one that risked her life to protect her little brother. And don't bother trying to explain what was in the novel version or anything else outside the movie. That doesn't count if it isn't in the movie. Masks and creative tinkering were a huge part of the character of Tommy Jarvis. Imagine if Tommy still made some masks and they were all creepy looking Jason inspired ones. Man, that would have been badass.
You are one scared cat.
Oh, hey, the mask from part 4. Well, if you ordered it from Wish.
They call me Reggie the Reckless.
Because of two humpin' teens, we get introduced to Ethel.
Morning, Ethel.
Horse shit.
And for the first time in this franchise, we get over-the-top ridiculous satire-infused characters that I can't friggin' stand.
You tell 'em off!
Part of the terrible appearance is their appearance. Ethel's actress said they didn't have a makeup department for her, so she just went out to the dirt road and rubbed dirt on her. I give her props for at least trying, but damn, look at their clothes. It's like porno quality work.
Say it like you mean it, Ma!
He is by far the worst.
Would you shut the fuck up?
Thank you, Ethel. Now, I'm not all the way hating, I'll be fair. She's definitely got some charm with that performance.
I got a bomb on me.
Redneck Ma got some spunk. Her goodbye is endearing too. The chocolate on Joey's face and when he gets the sheet dirty is a good example of porn quality. It's just low effort. I'm not a soulless bastard though. The candy bars poking out of his pockets, yeah, that gave me a chuckle.
Hi, Vic.
Get lost.
We saw Vic already, I think twice, so why not set up his temper?
Leave me alone!
After all, he's the catalyst for the frickin' movie.
Want a bite? I'll just put it over here. I think you're really out of line.
That escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
A lot of the good and the bad was due to the director having a basic idea, even a script, but not fully fleshing it out. The first stumble is, unfortunately, the first real kill. Victor killing Joey makes Roy go nuts and kill as many people as he could, including those not even related to his son's death, and not the guy to actually kill his son. This is a first draft. Scribble it down on a napkin at the bar after snorting coke from a hooker's sweet patootie type of first draft. You have to flesh it out. Compare that to this. Victor gets mad. No one sees him push Joey from the barn and ouch, he lands on the spikes, setting those up for later. The sheriff is super paranoid that Jason might be returning. He expresses it out loud near Roy, giving him the idea for Jason. But the mayor believes it to be new kid Tommy Jarvis. This gives Roy Jason a target also. Matthew strongly feels Victor did it, but he can't prove it. Meanwhile, Roy Jason slashes through the bodies, hunting Tommy, which amplifies Tommy's mental breakdown until it's revealed to us and the characters, the remaining ones, Tommy isn't the killer. This adds weight to the Tommy and imposter Jason face-off. Even Joey's killer Victor could die by the hands of Roy Jason before anyone even found out what he did. Pam, Reggie, and Tommy go on to defeat the imposter, coming full circle to where it all began. Roy on the spikes, dying the same way his son did. And obviously you would have to fix the father out of the picture nonsense by having Roy be known to Joey. Have him be like the local father figure type who would visit him, hang out with him, spend some time with him, in a loose way, but have the connective tissue so it makes some sort of sense later on. Alright, so this guy runs a home for troubled teens, but he lets them get front row seats to the mutilated body of their murdered roommate? Was he doing coke too? What's going on? Now the MPAA hit this movie hard, unfairly in my opinion. Plus, the director openly admitted bargaining to keep some skin shots by cutting some of the violence, which is frustrating. If we want porn, we will go and watch porn. We aren't just some creeps. We want to see some bloody kills.
Bunch of pussies.
Now, the humor is coked up in part 5, you've been warned, but I do get a little bit of a chuckle at the Joey aftermath reveal.
Oh, God!
Not only is he hacked to shit, there's like 20 axe strikes in his back alone. So there is some gore here at least, but the dark humor works. His arm, which is severed, resting on his back, still holds the candy bar. Even facing death, the fat ass couldn't let his candy bar go.
Come on, Roy. Get your hands dirty.
Pete! What's the matter, Vinny? You scared of the dark?
What the fuck is Soda and Ponyboy doing here? Now, previous installments had primary locations. However, 5 has the group home plus random locations nearby and scattered around for some kills. It doesn't make much sense for the imposter Jason to be in some of these locations, like with the greasers. It's a head scratcher, but at least we can pretend he was stalking the institution and he overheard this.
All those loonies should be killed off one by one.
So, when one goes off to
Crap my ass!
the other, deep throats a road flare.
Either you got the car started or you're a dead man.
Oh, you got no idea how right you are.
Let's go!
The MPAA is responsible too for this weak kill, most likely for that ugly zoom edit. But the blood looks dried already. There's no cut, and they do it later, so there's no excuse. This is whack.
Can I go see my brothers?
I said we'll see, Reggie.
Yo, Gramps is a dick.
Go on and let everyone else know breakfast is ready.
Yo, breakfast!
I could have done that.
Andy's a smartass.
You don't set a place for a dead person.
The breakfast scene is good. It's showing the tension and the community vibe of this group, and it's one of the only scenes to do it too. Tommy snaps, and that shit is absolutely ridiculous in a good way. Redneck Ma is borderline tolerable. It doesn't sound like I said that word right. You can barely tolerate her.
You big dildo.
Even if it's only because of her foul-mouthed performance.
Who the fuck are you? What the fuck do you want?
But the dumb redneck son is unbearably awful. I don't give a shit. Do not even leave one comment. Not even one.
This goddamn stew in the whole way room, man.
He's unredeemable. Nope. I let part 1 slide, but this trope is the first sign of desperation and a decaying creative mind.
I would like Lana to go with nothing on.
Billy, the mental health worker that dropped Tommy off at the home, shows up to snort coke and pork Lana.
Sorry, Buster, we're close.
That explanation was longer than his screen time, but apparently imposter Jason was lingering around again, randomly. Fine, at least this is a restaurant. Sadly, only a split second of Billy's killie is on screen. Damn, the MPAA are some serious killjoys. They butchered this movie. Lana's death is one of those on-screen reaction deaths. We focus on her reaction and next to nothing else. Lana just barely makes it in there for an on-screen death. It's only because we see the weapon, we get her reaction, we see her hand fall, which is movement, and we get an immediate dead body reveal. And it's really cool visually. To hallucination Jason. Try saying that fast. He looks cool. I like how the part 4 look carries over, differentiating it with the new imposter look, and it also makes sense because he's pulling from his trauma from part 4. That's the Jason that Tommy saw.
It's Jason Voorhees.
Out of your fucking mind. You've been out in the sun too long.
Plot-wise, it's not the biggest scene, but it's a nice back and forth between the mayor and the sheriff.
Especially for the occasion.
So in the middle of the day, fucking cosplaying as Jason, he hangs out in the woods for the ultra-random chance young love is percolating. Oh, okay. Whew. It's the random guy working next door. Well, that makes sense. It would be very, and I mean very dumb, if imposter Jason was in this random-ass part of the wood. A movie that hates its audience. I love the old school collapsible blade though. It's simple yet effective. That crunch, The sound effects sell it. It really helps to elevate this kill for a kill that's off screen. Plus we get the important gore reveal. He didn't hear the scream. First Jason, now the scream friggin' 5 feet away. Come on. The concept is promising, I'll give you that. It just barely gets a credit in my book.
Freaking A! Where'd you get that?
Reggie, the kid, the child actor,
Hello, beautiful.
is probably the one with the most charm.
Hi. She's my girlfriend.
And Reggie visiting his brother, Demon,
Oh my God, well, get your ass in here, boy!
has some of the most dynamic interactions.
Want a beer?
Yeah, I'll take
Get out of here.
And it's supposed to be a throwaway moment, but it ended up working better than most of the other story elements. Tommy's damaged personality is done in such an uninteresting way. And then on top of that, we get this asshole again. It's like the director hates us.
Were you dumb or something?
Thank you, Tommy. Man, that guy was annoying. Look at Tommy's, I guess it's his stunt fight double. It looks nothing like him. You ever see National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon? They do real satire about movie scenes just like this. And 30 plus years later,
What's wrong?
Oh,
a glorious meme was born.
oh, it's them damn enchiladas. Oh. You gonna get it, bitch.
I love that shit.
This shit box is gross.
Anita was killed off screen. Boo! Who said that? And they actually do have a cut in her throat, but the shot is ruined by the distracting and obvious pulsating neck. They couldn't wait until she was calm. You might be wondering why Imposter Jason wants to kill these two. It's another head scratcher, and again, it highlights the low effort screenplay. At least we get something a little different with this kill. Now we stay with Demon, so we don't know when or where the next stab is gonna be. This is unbearable. I can't take this anymore. Oh, I know. Candyman, 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 Candyman! Hurry up! Oh, finally, a mercy killing. Mercy on us.
About time, you fuckwad.
Alright, that line gave me a little chuckle, but Ethel's kill is another one that just barely gets counted as an on-screen kill. Now we see her shocked reaction, we get a weird tomato crush, and her head falls in the stew. But the best part is the victim point of view, with the blood rushing down. It's a nice addition to this scene. So then how do you screw it up? Blood is dripping down the weapon, the hands, and then in the next cut, everything's clean, just seconds apart. I'm pretty easy to please when it comes to the kills, but the MPAA is ridiculous here. Jake gets killed the same way like Jimbo from part 4, so why in the world was it chopped up? I see a lot of online deaths label this one as on screen, but I absolutely refuse. So following my decision to count Christy from part 1 as an off-screen death, I'm gonna do the same here. In my opinion, it most definitely is off-screen. We see the weapon, we see the face, the reaction shot, and then nothing. Until later, we see a dead body reveal. Nice bod. But no way do I buy that she's gonna go topless in a co-ed group home. Give me a break. And we know this was last minute because she was only supposed to be naked during like a lightning flash, but the director was like, I need to see some young titties. So we got a whole scene, and it's stupid, story-wise. So, here. Wait a minute. We can see there's no body in the bed. We essentially get a repeat of the dead Ned in a bed. I like the slight gore work on display, but we get a low effort of the way better done Bacon Butcher from part 1. After they upgraded it with 3D and in a raft on a lake. Now we get the same type of kill, but censored? The MPAA is a bunch of hacks. The robot dance is 80s greatness. It was added by the actor, and she even helped to shop for the wardrobe. The best stuff about this character didn't even come from the creative team. What does that tell you? Did they use a friggin' pillow for that stab? Yikes. At this point, I'll friggin' take it. Thankfully, we actually see what happened. Aw, it was nice of imposter Jason to give dead Violet a pillow. Hey, I wonder if that's the same pillow that he stabbed. Anyway, the concept of framing Tommy is only temporary, but it's a cool idea. And yeah, they really didn't do much with it, like at all, but I like the attempt.
What is it? What is it?
Hot damn, Pam, chillax. His timing is ridiculously good. Once we know it's not Jason, it becomes a touch dumb. And they left Tommy out of this moment. Imagine if Tommy was there for this, or even if he would have told Pam about Jason's no-knock warrant habits. This movie is like a first draft that had a workable concept, and the problem is, they ran out of Coke that day, crossed out first, and scribbled in final. This is, however, the first visual reveal of imposter Jason, around 1 hour and 10 minutes in. The breakdown of the door is stupid for the story, because Roy ain't doing that, but visually it looks cool. Where did her sweater go? On, off, on again? He died doing what he loved, chewing bubblegum.
Why are you running?
How the fucking did imposter Jason get here? Hey look, her sweater is back. Spoke too soon. Reggie hauls ass, leaving Pam behind. Runs a few seconds, but then he starts looking for Pam.
Pam, where are you?
In front of him. Reggie, you just ran away from her. Bro, the fuck? So Pam is randomly running in some random patch of woods and just so happens to randomly find Matt's body. This is actually where she's supposed to lose her sweater, by the way. Not only is Matt killed off screen, but how she finds him is lame. The wet white shirt was no accident. Come on, they hired a coked up porn director, but it does add an unusual sexiness to a terrifying moment, awakening my burning inner desire to stalk and hunt down. Moving on. Following the previous movies, we get a dead body going through the window. It's Gramps, killed off screen. It's staged well, it's performed well, and the gouged out eyes adds a cool little extra gruesome flair. Rain machine plus cool looking Jason equals pumpkins. I wish this was more prominent. It's more of a Michael Myers thing, but I'd like to see some pumpkins with, Jason Voorhees for atmospheric visuals. No bullshit, she's uninjured, crawling in the mud for 29 friggin' seconds on screen, which is ridiculous when you watch it in real time. At least it led into a nice, cool visual of a scene. Come on, how fast does that thing even go? It reminds me of that Austin Powers movie.
Watch out!
Yeah, he would be dead, like shattered ribcage dead. At least it looked cool. The atmosphere is simple, mixing heavy rain with lightning for the mood, and at least they made imposter Jason look good. Similar to part 2, Final Girl Pam attacks imposter Jason with a friggin' chainsaw, and it's one of the few things from previous installments that they actually do better. There's a fight, Pam gets him in the arm and we see it, and they top it off with a pinch of dark humor. The reveal. Tommy isn't the killer, but also this excites fans because our two hero characters are in trouble, and now they have help. I said, now they have help. I said, now they have help. Alright, remember this Tommy? Yeah, that Tommy is here to help. What the fuck? Thankfully, he does something. He stabs imposter Jason, climbs a ladder, and then he takes a nap? Why is he in this movie again? Pam and Reg mirror Trish and Tommy, which, with a better writer, would have been symbolic, making a grown Tommy the protector, in a healed way, bringing his story arc for this movie to a close. Instead, we get the bare minimum. All three do help. Pam fights him, Reggie knocks him down, and Tommy takes his arm, causing him to fall to his death. And we get to see it too. They used a puppet, it's just for a clip, and it works to make a good, decent on-screen death. The mask comes off, and we see the killer isn't actually Jason. It's Roy. Who the fuck is Roy? It's like the script actively fights against this reveal, with lines like,
Me being an orphan and all.
and this,
As far as I know, there's no immediate family.
or this,
I don't know what the hell happened to the father.
or this.
Shuffled around from home to home till he came here.
And what's up with his hood? Here's the NECA figure of what Roy Jason's hood is supposed to look like, but his is all jagged, like his face exploded out of it. I guess it was an explosive reveal. Apparently, text filler was a specialized service back in those days, so a lot of movie newspaper articles have movie headlines, but the text is random crap. Here it's about the government at a conference? Nowadays, never do this, unless it's satire. But the biggest problem is that friggin' picture of Jason in the paper.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
When would anyone take that? Part 4 broke the cycle of having a fake-out dream at the end. Why in the world would they resurrect that gimmick for this bullshit? This should be the healing portion of the conclusion of Tommy's storyline. Visually, it looks awesome. The rain on the windows causing this shimmering reflection like the surface of a lake. You'll see in a second, but unfortunately now all it is a cool visual. Crap my ass. It's either the coke or they did not care. The mask, that would be processed as evidence by now, it's just chilling out in his drawer. That's all, just hanging out.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Fuck this ending. This is so stupid. They're actually regressing to where the story was at the end of part 4 after skipping that setup for part 5. There's only one excuse.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Where I come from, you learn to be scared of nothing.
So that was a new beginning. A divisive entry. Some fans love it, some fans hate it. I believe I was fair with the points I awarded it, and it's a damn shame the MPAA butchered it, which doesn't do this movie any favors from feeling any less low effort than it already feels. I'm not thrilled about Jason being absent, but for just one movie, he was Jason enough visually, and that helped. Add on the thin characters, the poorly thought out killer's motive, and basically doing part 4's ending over again. This one, for me, is one of the weaker ones in the series, and I find the argument that it's dark humor to just be a cop-out. It's easy to just say, you don't get it, man, it's funny, ha ha, you know, oh, nothing matters, yeah, it's funny. It's not. However, this might not be the weakest in the series. I don't know. I don't want to spoil it yet. We'll see what's coming up, but it's definitely on the lower end. I'll give you that hint. On to the kill count. A quick explanation, this is a true kill count, focusing, yes, on the overall body count, but we break them down to ones that we actually see on screen versus ones that we see off screen. So how did this movie stack up? Part 1 had 5 on-screen kills and 5 off for a total of 10. Part 2 had 8 on-screen kills and 1 off for a total of 9 with a killer bonus. Part 3 had 10 on-screen kills and 2 off for a total of 12 with a killer bonus. Part 4 had 12 on-screen kills and 2 off for a total of 14. Part 5 comes in with 13 on-screen kills, 6 off, and for the first time in this franchise, 3 dream kills, giving us a total of 22. Now, we get to the cinema score, we remove the F's from the A's, and that gives us a map cinema score of a generous 11. Some fans will be mad at me today. I know it. I can feel it in my bones. If you don't think I was fair, you can state your argument for why it should get scored higher down in that comment box. Now stay tuned because next is Friday the 13th, Part 6, and I'm not sure which is going to come out first, the original Halloween from 1978.